guys, Sophie and Alex here from the Wags.
Hello.
Wags, whatever. Okay, so basically, we decided to do a video on a little bit about our blog. I mean, if you're watching this video, you may be on YouTube, but it's most likely that you're on our site, on our blog, which has videos and writing. And
we're just so versatile.
We had a few questions on kind of our decision to start the blog and sort of what we write about and why, how we choose our topics and how we write our articles.
Yeah.
So we thought, what could be more interesting to you than finding out a bit more about it? So,
should we
why don't we talk about firstly the fact that we don't think our blog is a typical blog because we're not sort of fashion gurus in particular, we're not particularly into beauty, in particular into anything.
No. No, I mean...
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I'm sure there's other sort of blogs out there that aren't...
Dedicated.
Yeah, that aren't dedicated to a specific topic either. But I think we do posts on, say, beauty, routines and stuff.
Fashions.
Yeah, or, some of our favorite... Yeah, but I think I would never claim to be, a...
We can't define the blog with those things as we are not that good at any of them.
Exactly, because I think I would personally find it... It's not my entire interest. There's some amazing beauty blogs out there who do a different product review every single day and are constantly finding new products that are being released and are really interested in it. Whereas I think I would find it not as maybe fulfilling just to do that.
I think it's just the general direction of the blog. The reason the blog started as well was kind of we're expats, as you probably know. We're living in Geneva and we're originally not from here. So that's sort of what got. What is it? The little screws in our heads turning.
The clogs.
Do as you please.
The clogs turning, yeah.
Exactly, and that sort of launched our discussions into should we do a blog, and it was always going to be sort of a lifestyle, navigating foreign territory kind of blog.
Which is kind of
how it started.
It was how it started, which is kind of naturally progressed into kind of I think, to be honest, generally sort of random BS kind of, It's, it's true. I think generally how we pick up topics is, we'll meet up and go for a coffee and I'll go, around Christmas time, for example, when it was around Christmas time. And I was thinking, because we were both spending Christmas with our in-laws. And so I was saying remember that first time when you spent Christmas with the in-laws? And I just went, ding, okay, we're going to write a post on sort of surviving your first Christmas with the in-laws. Yeah. And that's typically how our blog
or one of us will be laying in bed and we'll text the other one, or we'll just be chatting and be like, do you know what happened to me today? And then that's how they're kind of born, and then we just kind of sit down together, and because it's a two-man blog, it's not really, we write everything together. FYI.
We do.
So we never really do the whole one of us writes and the other one just has a look at it, or we do individual. It's always sitting together at the same laptop. Usually Alex will type. I'll just spew around some bullshit. And I think the general rule of thumb that we kind of decided on without even agreeing on it is if one of us throws out a sentence and the other one laughs out loud really loudly,
that means
we'll use it.
It's good, yeah.
But if the other one's kind of it's never kind of you bitch, why didn't you take my idea? It's always quite...
Yeah. I mean,
how about this? That's better. I like that better.
Knock on wood, we haven't had any argument. Why can't you let me do this?
Let me be me. Restraining.
Exactly. And I think when it does come to the sort of less,
we're still friends.
We're still friends after all this time.
At this point.
Yeah, exactly. Check back in the year
when the blog's kaput. It's split down the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a Twix bar.
Yeah, exactly. But I think if it is something say beauty or fashion related, it also is very organic in a way as well. I'll go, I was thinking the other day that I quite like my hair at the moment, so I quite like the routine. And so she'll go, why don't we do a video about it?
Yeah.
And do a video hair care routine.
Which by the way we just did.
We just did, that's why.
Stay tuned, or maybe that's already out. Who knows?
It's all up in the air. So yeah, that's kind of
how it goes. But sometimes as well, she'll feel strongly about something. So I know Alex is definitely way more into skincare than I am. She's a lot more know-how and stuff, and she'll say, I really want to do this.
Because I'm older, so
she always says that.
I'm trying to keep my face.
Actually, I'm 40. I'm just whoa, I'm like a Twilight vampire. I'm aging in reverse. But she'll feel strongly about something, and it wouldn't have occurred to me. And although it may not have been top of my list, I can respect that it's important to her, and I'll say, yeah, okay, we'll do a skincare, and we'll usually do it together.
And I can see she's a bit
another skincare? No, I'm happy to.
But I think that's the point. I think if one of us did feel actually I don't really think that post has a place in the blog, or actually I don't think that's going to make that great of a video.
Hasn't really happened yet.
Hasn't really happened, but I think we in the past, if one of us came up with something and the other one wasn't crazy about it, not super excited about it.
Or we question it, saying, but how would we do this? And you're like, would this come across like this? And you're like, I didn't think of that. Thank God.
So I think that's why actually I think that I don't really think I'd want, now that because it's the first blog either one of us has ever had, and now that we have done it together, I don't really think I could go back to doing it. I don't think I could ever go back or start something off on my own, because I find that the input from another person.
But you definitely could. Like, you have your own
and so could you. But I
too.
think that it's quite nice to bounce ideas of someone.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
We can write an article in half the time because we have 2 brains instead of 1. And you know when you're writing something and you have writer's block and you're like, what the fuck, do I want to say that? Whereas now we have another person to say, like, yes, let's say that, or that's good, or how about this? And just an area in your mind you wouldn't go. Someone else. I feel like we balance each other quite well. Like, she's quite like, how about this? I'm a bit like, ooh, but how about this? And it kind of,
no, it really works.
You can feel us both coming through. We feel like
the articles, exactly.
They're all pretty rude and crude, and
we like to curse. We like to curse a lot, so that helps.
Dirty potty mouths.
I think the main thing, just to like round things off, I think like a question we always get asked is like, what's the kind of most important thing? I think about like writing posts and stuff, and I think the one thing we always say is just really like stay true to your own voice.
Yeah, I can't agree with you.
It sounds so cliche, and I think like everyone always says this, but I think it really is important, because I think that if you read another blog and you happen to like the way they write, but you know that you're not that kind of writer, and you know they have like a certain, you know, whether it's like their sense of humor or whether it's like the way they cover beauty topics or something about lifestyle, if you try to imitate that, I think people can tell, and I think that your posts,
they won't be consistent, will
no,
they?
They won't be consistent, and I don't think you'll be as passionate about it if you really are not writing about something that you truly want to write about. And I think that's why we probably have so much fun writing.
Oh no, it's been a blast.
Yeah, because
I have to say, getting sentimental, I've had so much fun with it.
Exactly. I've had so much fun, and even like, you know, before there was a time when both of us went away on vacation around the same time, or actually like one of us was coming back as the other one was leaving, so we wouldn't really be in the same.
It's a long stretch.
Yeah, it was like 4 weeks of us not really being in the same city, and so we had to write. Sorry,
just fucking
cried myself to sleep.
I cry every night.
But so we had to like basically churn out like, you know, I think 8 posts to sort of keep the blog going while we were gone. And even though I think like, you know, in another world it'd be kind of like doing homework, and you're like, oh God.
It was strenuous.
It was strenuous, but at the same time we still had a lot of fun writing all the posts, because
with no shortage of ideas, I think is what it was as well. Like it was an intense period, but we loved it.
Exactly. I think because we always there's two of us and we always write about stuff that we actually really want to write about and are passionate about, and
that's the direction it's taken. I think initially we planned to cover all subjects sort of across the board of lifestyle, and a little bit more focused on where we live and stuff, but it's just so happened that that's the way that the cookie crumbles.
Exactly. You just find your niche and you sort of go with it, really.
And enjoy it. And like she said, find your voice. And if you don't enjoy it, no one else is going to enjoy reading it. It should be for you. Oh, crazy cat.
Crazy cat back again.
Okay.
So there you go.
So that.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
We bid you goodbye.
And good day.
Please stick around, support us, and love us. Make a heart with me. All right. See you later.
Bye, guys.